Check, check. Good evening, sports fans. You are looking live at Milton-Union High School Gymnasium for tonight's girls basketball contest between the home Milton-Union Bulldogs and the visiting Sidney Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. This is a TRC match. This is a makeup game. They moved the game originally because it was on the same date as the Ohio State-Michigan game. For all the Ohio State fans, probably wish maybe they didn't change the date. So this is a makeup. The boys are playing at Bethel as we speak, and I'll be giving updates on the Bethel Bees and how they're doing. But glad to be here tonight. Happy winter solstice to everybody. For those of you who do not know, one, I am a geography teacher, and two, it is the winter solstice. So this is the first day of winter. This is the shortest day of the year, so every day after today gets longer. So happy winter solstice, happy holidays. Christmas is right around the corner, so we're going to get one more game in before Santa Claus comes to town. And then, of course, both teams are playing in the holiday tournament at Dixie. And that'll be the 28th and 29th, I believe. I'll get you the dates for sure. And then we'll be back on air January 3rd versus Valley View. And that'll be a boys game, January 3rd at home versus Valley View. We'll be bringing on Coach Lane tonight at halftime. And we're going to actually talk about Coach Lane's college football career. He played college football for Wilmington College. I'm sure he'll tell you more about it, but he started every game at Wilmington as a defensive lineman, and he only missed 4 games, and that's because he broke his leg his senior year and actually played the last 2 games of his senior year on a broken leg. So we'll chat with him about that at halftime. So teams are kind of wrapping up warm-ups. Coach Lane's got the flag coming down. And I'm going to rattle some stats off to you with girls basketball. Girls are kind of on a roll right now. They have won 3 in a row. They have won 4 of 5. They defeated Riverside on Saturday. Another blowout victory for the girls versus the Pirates up at Riverside. And, of course, the game before that was the Northridge game, which they scored quite a few points versus the Polar Bears. And before that was the Brookville game. So those were their 3 wins in a row. Oh, excuse me, I'm mistaken. It was Bethel. So they beat Brookville 37-24, then they lost to Covington, but played Covington tough at home, and then went on the road and upset the Bees 36-35 on the buzzer beater by Robeson, and then defeated Northridge 63-14, and then defeated Riverside 60-29. So the girls have scored some points in the last 2 games and have a good opportunity here tonight to improve their record to 6-3. They sit at 5-3 right now. Just to give you a couple comparable scores, the Lehman Catholic lost at Bethel 25-20. Lehman beat Riverside 36-20. They lost to Covington 44-16. They lost to Troy Christian 39-33, and then they beat Northridge 50-14. So the Lehman Catholic girls are 2-4 in the league, and they're 3-6 overall, and the Bulldogs are 3-2 in the league and 5-3 overall. And the overall league standings, Bethel actually sits in first place at 5-1. That one loss being to the Bulldogs. Miami East is 4-1. Then you have Covington at 5-2. Seems like a lot. Covington's already played 7 league games, but Covington's 5-2, and then the Bulldogs coming in at 3-2. So they're in 4th place tonight. and get them a game away from Covington at 4-2 with a victory tonight. As I said, the Cavaliers are 2-4. And then ladies will be off until the Dixie tournament, the Dixie Holiday Tournament. And as I said before, that will be Tuesday the 28th and Wednesday the 29th. And public address announcer Bob Bussey, longtime public announcer, going through his usual script. And we'll have the anthem, and we're going to get started here. And just a quick update with the boys game. After one quarter, it is 18-16 Bulldogs. So I will keep you updated. That's big thanks to David Kopp out there. David Kopp's at the game sending me messages. All right, so we're ready to get started here. And like I said, boys up 18-16 after one quarter. That's a lot of points over at the Beehive. So again, big thanks to Dave Kopp. So here we go with starters. And we have number 5. Number 14, Colleen O'Leary. And then we have Layla Platfoot. Taylor Geisey. And then Heidi Toner. So we have a sophomore, senior, freshman, sophomore, senior. And now for the Bulldogs. And we have point guard, sophomore, Ava Berberich. And then we have guard Jenna Broomball, who's been on a tear the last 2 games. And then her cousin, Shannon Broomball. And then Kirsten Robinson. And Reagan Fulton, a sophomore. And again, the Bulldogs are starting a freshman, 3 sophomores, and a junior. So Coach Roos out there. Coach, by the way, Coach Roos's record right now stands at 97-91. She's almost at 100 wins. She's 50-37 at home. In the Lehman series, because we used to be in the league together in the old SRC, Milton last played Lehman Catholic January 25th, 2003. We are 13-13 versus the Cavs, 8-5 at home versus the Cavs. MU once won 8 in a row, and from 87-93 against the Cavs. And we're about to jump center. And Cavaliers win the tip. Gets knocked around a little bit. She thought about it. That was Platfoot. Platfoot drives. And Robinson knocks it out of bounds. Good defense. Try to, and off the mark. That was Plattfoot with the shot. Burbridge pushes in transition. Kicks it to Jenna Broomball, inside to Shannon. And Shannon's off the mark. Rebound by O'Leary. And they set the offense. Looks like Geisy is going to be the point guard. Get the ball inside, off the mark. Can't grab the rebound. And Geisy resets the offense. Nice pass. And that's Plattfoot with the jumper. Knocks it down. And looks like they're going to be in a 1-2-2 zone. Burbridge up top. Got Broomball at the high post. Broomball thought about it, kicks it out to Jenna. And the three is good by Jenna Broomball. And Bulldogs in their pressure. And Lehman breaks the pressure. And layup by O'Leary. Jenna Broomball bringing it up. Again, Lehman in a 1-2-2. And Robeson, short. Rebound O'Leary. And Lehman comes down in transition. Reverses the basketball. And Toner, the senior, draws the foul on the drive. That'll be the Bulldogs' first foul. Foul was on Burbridge. That's her first, team first. And Toner misses the first. And Toner attempt the second. And off the mark. Rebound Fulton. Nice rebound by Fulton. And Jenna pushes in transition, finds Robeson. Inside the Broomball. Knocked out of bounds by O'Leary. Bulldogs win bounds. Burbridge calls the play. Lob to Shannon. Broomball off the mark. Rebound Cavaliers. Plattfoot pushes and takes the jumper short. Rebound by Burbridge. She pushing in transition. Robeson. Broomball for three. Off the mark. Offensive rebound Fulton. Get it into Broomball. High post. Robeson. Short. Offensive rebound Broomball. Nice pass to Fulton. Nice. Fulton with the basket. Nice pass by Shannon Broomball. Bulldogs in the press. And Cavaliers break it. Plattfoot pulls it out. O'Leary. Nice ball movement. And get the ball inside to O'Leary for another basket. 6-5 Cavaliers. Again, in the 1-2-2. And Bulldogs. Burbridge for three, count it. Nice look by Burbridge. And steal by Broomball on the press. And draws it and count it. Tough shot. And count the basket. Big shot by Broomball. Steal, nice drive by Jenna. Draws a contact, makes a tough shot. Makes it 8-6 Bulldogs, 10-6 Bulldogs. And Jenna Broomball at the line shooting one. Three-pointer the old-fashioned way. And good. 11-6 Bulldogs, 4:05 to play in the first. Bulldogs in their pressure. And steal by Fulton. Find Berberich, lays it in. Basket by Berberich. And nice deflection by Ava. Putting pressure on the Cavaliers. Get it into O'Leary. She breaks the pressure. And Broomball almost with the steal. And offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. And
good job.
That was Wesner drawing the foul. A couple offensive rebounds there by the Cavaliers. Wesner shooting 2. And first one's good. And Wesner to shoot her second. And it's good. So 13-8 Bulldogs. Robeson takes the point. Little flare screen, Robeson open 3, knocks it down. Good execution by the Bulldogs there, got her a nice open look. She hit it. And tip. Ooh, tough call on Berberich. That's her second. Coach Roos is going to have to get her out. That's probably not what she wanted. Tough call. Just kind of came up behind and slapped the ball. In for the Bulldogs is junior Annie Smith replacing Berberich. That'll push Jenna to the point guard duties. 16-8 Bulldogs, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Jenna gets a deflection. Out of bounds, Cavs. And another steal by Broomball. And she's loses the handle. Finds Shannon. Broomball back to Jenna. Fulton for 3. Off the mark. Robeson with the offensive rebound. Nice dish inside the Broomball. Too strong by Broomball. And out of bounds. Cavaliers. Toner had it, but had her toes on the line. Bulldog basketball. Robeson inbound. And Robeson comes out to set the offense. And he did. It's like they're a little out of whack. Here we go. Now Jenna's going to set them up. And they're running Robeson on the baseline. She gets it into Fulton. Out to Annie Smith. Annie with a long 2. Nice basket by Annie. And Cavaliers break the pressure. Take the jumper. That was good. Basket by O'Leary. Mara O'Leary now has 4. Jenna setting the offense. Looks like the Cavaliers have switched to man-to-man. And Robeson pulls it out. Setting the offense. And Robeson with the drive. Shot is blocked by O'Leary. To the wing. Off the mark. And stepped out of bounds. Toner stepped out of bounds on that. 1:17 to go. Bulldogs lead by 8. And 5-second call on the Bulldogs. A little slow to pull the trigger. Cavalier ball underneath. Geis to throw it in. And for the 3, off the mark. Offensive rebound. Can't keep O'Leary off the board. She got 2 offensive rebounds, put him back in and scored. And ball into Broomball. She's got a little push there in the back and no call. A little Euro step. Offensive board, Fulton. Nice putback by Reagan Fulton. Bulldogs in the full court pressure. And nice tip by Jenna Broomball. Unfortunately, they went right to O'Leary. And we got a block on Cavaliers, on Geis. 14-20 Bulldogs. 33 seconds to go in the first. Inbound to Jenna Broomball. And heavy pressure, man-to-man pressure. And Jenna gets to the basket. Finds Annie. Annie with the shot. Off the mark. And Westner brings it down in transition. And off the mark rebound, Fulton. That was Plattfoot with the shot. And Broomball at the buzzer. And couldn't find it. So at the end of 1 quarter, it is Bulldogs 20, Cavaliers 14. A lot of points there in the first quarter. Good quarter by Jenna Broomball. Good quarter by O'Leary. O'Leary's got 10 on the quarter. And Bulldogs have a 6-point lead. Jenna Broomball has 6. Ava Burbridge, the big occurrence there in the first half would be Burbridge picking up her 2nd foul. And I'd be curious to see if Coach Roos tries to go back with her and risk that 3rd, or they're going to try to ride it out this whole 2nd quarter without Ava. Tough to go a whole quarter without your point guard, but then again, you don't want your point guard to have 3 fouls in the first half. So we'll just have to play it by ear. And see if I got a boys update for you. Not yet. And here I do have some stats for you. The score is the boys game. It is 30-30 at half. 30-30 at half. And the leading scorers, Broomball has 17 of the 30, and Cooper Brown has 9. So boys update, halftime 30-30, and Broomball 17, Cooper Brown 9. Here we go, Bulldogs have possession to start the second half. Jenna Broomball. And, ooh, the seldom seen carry call on Jenna by the referee. And Bulldogs stay in their pressure. And, ooh, tough call there on Annie on the reach.
The Lady Bulldog calls number 33, Annie Smith. That's her first team score.
Dogs stay in their zone. Got the ball inside. And O'Leary's shot was off the mark and out of bounds. Bulldogs. And Cavaliers are picking up full court, putting some pressure on the Bulldogs. And the drive, rebound by Q. Loose ball picked up by Broomball. Annie Smith, Robeson. Bulldogs set it up here. Cavaliers coming back out in the man-to-man again. So they're in heavy man-to-man. They're not letting Jenna Broomball get the ball. They're denying her the basketball. And Robeson drives to the basket, gets blocked. And out of bounds, Cavaliers. Guys to inbound. Bulldogs in full court pressure. And Quisenberry almost gets a steal, got a hand on it. And they break the pressure, and O'Leary shoots a layup. 20-16. And Cavaliers making a little run here. And Jenna Broomball drives, dishes, finds Annie Smith. Annie's shot is off the mark. And rebound Cavaliers. Toner to bring it across. And she's going to drive all the way to the basket and dish to O'Leary. And O'Leary draws a foul on Fulton. And O'Leary beat the line, shooting 2. 6:25 to go in the second quarter. Bulldogs lead is down to 4. And O'Leary can cut it to 2. And the first one is good. And coach has come back with Burbridge. I'm sure with strict instructions, you do not get a foul, you do not reach. Second free throw is good and cuts the Bulldog lead to 20-18. And she drug her pivot foot, thankfully for the Bulldogs. Quisenberry to inbound. Into Broomball. And Jenna, Bulldogs clear out, and Jenna will bring it up. And try to find Burbridge. Bulldogs are out of the flow a little bit here. And full court pressure again by the Dogs. Cavaliers inbound. And steal by Fulton, finds Burbridge. And she draws the foul on the drive. She'll be shooting 2. Nice steal by Fulton and nice job to find Burbridge after the steal. So Ava at the line shooting 2. And the first one's good.
Lehman fouls on number 15 on the flat, but that's her first, team's third. Ava Burbridge at the line for the Lady Bulldogs.
And Ava to take her second. Off the mark. Rebound Cavaliers by Wesner. Bulldogs in the zone. Got it inside to Toner. Out to Platfoot. And shot by Cavs. Rebound Burbridge. Burbridge pushes in transition, finds Shannon Broomball. And she misses the layup. And loose ball gathered by Quisenberry. Quisenberry to Broomball. Jenna pulls it out to set the offense. And Burbridge up top, looking to reverse it. And Burbridge tries the drive and loses the handle. .5:03 to go in the second. And it will be Cavalier ball. And Platfoot to set the offense. 3 out, girl at the high post. Now they got a 5-out look. A lot of dribbling up there by Toner. And shot is off the mark, but she gets her own rebound and draws a foul. I hope that wasn't on Burbridge. And it was on. It was on Burbridge. And that's not what Coach Roos was looking for. And Western knocks down her first free throw, and now Burbridge has got 3 fouls, and she's definitely not coming back in this quarter. Robeson comes back in for the Bulldogs. And Wesner shoots the second. Short. And Wesner gets her own rebound. Kick it out. And got it inside to Toner. She drives for the easy bucket, and it's all tied up. It is 21-21, 4:31 to go. Foul on the Cavaliers. And get the ball into Broomball. Broomball's attacking. And Shannon Broomball called for the travel. Bulldogs remain in their full court pressure. And break the pressure. And off the mark. Turner gets the offensive rebound. That shot was by O'Leary. O'Leary for three. Off the mark. Going to be out of bounds, Bulldogs. And Coach Roos doesn't like what she's seeing, so she's going to call timeout. Talk to the troops. It is 21-21 with 4:05 to go. And checking to see if I have any voice updates. I don't yet. But as soon as I get them, I'll pass them on. And again, Coach Lane will be coming up here at halftime. And with Ava picking up her third foul, that's making it difficult on the Bulldogs from a pressure standpoint. She runs the show from a point guard perspective and gets the Bulldogs into their offense and kind of runs the head of that press. So her with three fouls is going to be tough. They just need to get through this quarter. As a coach, just need to kind of handle this and get through and get her to the third quarter, where you can get her back in the game. And even then, though, she's going to have to be smart because she's got three fouls. So we're going to start here. 4:05 to go in the second quarter. Tied ball game. And it will be Bulldog basketball. And it looks like the Cavs are going to stay in their full court man. Get the ball into Broomball. And turnover. Into Toner. Shoots a 15-footer. Robinson with the rebound. She pushes in transition. All the way to the basket. Draws the contact. And nice play by the junior to get to the basket, draw the foul. Dogs needed that.
Fouls on number 44, Heidi Toner. That's her first, team's fifth.
And Robinson has the chance to give the Dogs the lead, and she does. Knocks down the first one. And Layla Plattfoot coming back in for the Cavaliers. And Robinson has a chance to give the Bulldogs 2-point lead. And off the mark. Rebound to O'Leary. Quisenberry putting pressure on her. And drive to the basket. And double dribble by Wesner. Wesner called for the double dribble, Bulldog basketball. Robinson to inbound. To Jenna Broomball. She's pushing in transition. She gets it to Shannon Broomball. Out to Fulton. Out to Quisenberry. Dogs are going to reset. Quisenberry on the drive from 15. Gets her own rebound. And we got a jump ball. Arrow goes to the Cavaliers. So the Bulldogs staying in their full court pressure. And Toner drives, dishes to O'Leary. O'Leary off the mark. And Geis sets the offense. Into Toner to high post. She loses the handle. Fulton grabs the loose ball. And Robinson Pushes in transition, and she did. She took a step. Robinson called for the travel. She did have a good look there. She just took a step.
Checking in for lineman number 4, Daria Lee.
So we have Louie in the game for the Cavaliers. Bulldogs staying in their full court pressure. And room ball, Jenna called for the foul with the block on Westner. And that will put Westner at the line. Bulldogs lead by 1, 22-21. And Westner has a chance to give the Cavaliers the lead. First free throw is good. 22-22. And Westner with an opportunity to give the Cavs their first lead of the evening. And off the mark. But a rebound by O'Leary and missed. And it will be Bulldog basketball. And we have back into the ball game Colleen O'Leary. And broom ball to Robinson. And Robinson setting the offense. And they're again trying to deny Jenna Broomball the ball. They're not going to let her touch it if they can. And Robinson drives. And both refs are looking at each other for the call. And we're not sure what the call is. We got a block. And no, they called it on the ground. So she's not shooting. Not sure how that was possible, but what do I know? Inbound to Fulton. Fulton to Quisenberry. And off Cavaliers' foot. Side out for the Bulldogs. Ball's inbounds to Quisenberry. Back to Robinson. She's driving. Offensive rebound, Broomball. Blocked. And, yep, she drug her pivot foot. Robinson called for the travel. And steal by Fulton. Nice play by Reagan there. Q lets it fly. And can't get the rebound. And O'Leary off the mark. Loose ball. Gathered up by Geis. Geis has set the offense. Bulldogs in the 1-2-2. And get the ball inside. Offensive rebounds are hurting the Bulldogs right now. Now it's a travel. Rebound by Shannon. Kicks it out to Jenna Broomball. Broomball at the Euro step. And block call. Block is called on Geis, 22.
Fouls number 22, Taylor Geisy. That's her second, team 7.
And the Bulldogs are now in the bonus. Broomball will shoot 2. She has a chance to get the Bulldogs lead again. And first one's off the mark. So Toner and Westner back in the ball game for the Cavaliers. And Jen's second is good. Give the Bulldogs a 23-22 lead with 1:19 to go. And Cavaliers break the pressure, and Toner makes the layup. And now Broomball pushes in transition with a minute to go. And tried to find Broomball, lost the handle, but out of bounds on the Cavs. Bulldog basketball, minute 2 to go. Inbound to Fulton. Fulton to Broomball. And steal by Westner. And good hustle by Quisenberry to get back and knock it out of bounds. Good hustle by Q. That could have been a layup. Cavalier ball. Geist inbounds. And thought about it. Almost a steal. And shot by Wexner is short. Out of bounds for the Bulldogs. 44 seconds. Ball's inbounds to Broomball. To Quisenberry up top. To Robinson. To Fulton. Looking inside. Shannon's posting up. Back to Jenna. 30 seconds. Going to do a little ISO play for Broomball to get to the basket. And knocked out of bounds Cavaliers. Out of bounds here. Bulldogs trail by 1. And try to get it into Fulton. Turnover Bulldogs. Westner to bring it down with 20 seconds to go. And Westner out. And O'Leary with another offensive rebound. Defensive rebound by Fulton. Nice play by Fulton. And at halftime, it is Lehman Cavaliers 24, Bulldogs 23. Cavaliers make a little run back at the Bulldogs. And take a 1-point lead going into halftime. So it's 24-23 Cavs. And we have Coach Lane making his way over here. Look for a quick update on the boys' game. And at the end of the third quarter, it is 45-42. Bethel Bees, the Dogs are trailing by 3 going into the fourth quarter. So get Coach Lane up here. All right. There you are, Coach. This is you. Oh, am I on your court?
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. All right.
How we doing?
I'm good.
Good.
All right. Well, I just got a boys update. Boys are down 3 going into the fourth.
Going into the fourth?
Going into the fourth. 45-42 Bees.
Okay.
To start the fourth.
Okay.
Courtesy of one David Kopp.
Nice.
He's my man on the ground.
Yeah.
So, all right, Coach Lane, how's it going today?
Pretty good. I'm guessing the talent pool's gotten pretty low if you're bringing me back up here for a second time.
You know, I had so many requests.
Yeah, I bet.
From my tens of fans.
I bet.
To bring you back up here.
Yep.
So, how were your first 2 days of break?
Not too bad. Get some
work done?
Got some work done out on the farm, and obviously some work done with scheduling and stuff like that.
So, from an athletic director's perspective, what schedules are you working on right now?
Everything. It's gotten to the point now where you kind of are working on everything all the time. So you just kind of get it as you can get it.
And football's set, but you're working on like soccer and volleyball and
and some of your spring stuff, you're tying up loose ends, and things have changed ever since the coronavirus stuff. The things are very fluid all the time now.
So you feel good about your softball and baseball schedules?
Yeah, well, we're pretty set on them.
And track meets?
Yep.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
All right, so for those of you who don't know, Coach Lane played college football at Wilmington College.
Yep.
After an all-state career here for the Bulldogs and state wrestler.
Yep.
And went to Wilmington to play football. So tell us about your freshman year. So you're a freshman rolling in to Quaker country, and how was that? How was the first preseason as a freshman?
Pretty crazy. A lot of adjustment. Being away from family, and you're out on your own, not knowing anybody, and you're in a new place. I was pretty familiar with Division III football, though. My brother played at Capital for a little bit, and then I had some really good friends some played at Earlham and then Wittenberg, so I had been around quite a bit of Division III football and followed it, so I had somewhat of an idea of the process, but still a big adjustment to go away from home. And then from talking from a pure football perspective, what was the biggest difference between playing high school football and then playing football at Wilmington? Time commitment, for sure. A lot of times you're getting up at 7 a.m. and getting your lift in with the team, and then you go do your classes all day long, and then you go to practice after classes, and then you go to dinner, and then after dinner you go back into the office and you watch film, and you do it all over again the next day. So it's more of a job. I definitely recommend if people want to do something like that they make sure they love it. And the other big adjustment is, you're not playing for your community anymore like you do in high school. You're playing for your fans, your grandma, grandparents, and your parents that come to the game. Yeah, and I think that's a big, when you're used to playing at Milton, we always have good crowds here, and you're playing in front of a lot of people, and when you're playing Saturday afternoon at Wilmington, it's probably not as many. Absolutely. Every once in a while you'll get somebody who can come down and see you, but that's a big commitment for people to, drive all those different places. And, I can remember my mom and my brother sitting in some horrible weather, in Cleveland or wherever else we might have been. Nice thing about Wilmington, we were in the OAC, so everything was in Ohio. Right. So, but, there's still some far trips, and, if you're not doing well or your team's not doing well, it's not a whole lot of fun. So as a player, how was your freshman year? You started every game? Yeah, pretty good. Started every game. Came into training camp. I think I was like the sixth string. I was kind of a short, stocky guy. And defensive tackle? Yeah, defensive tackle. We ran like a 4-3 scheme, and I was kind of the nose guard type, call it a one technique if you're getting real technical. And kid that played next to me, we actually, our whole career, all 4 years, started every game together. And he was from Xenia. His name was Brandon Tisdale. He's a Hall of Fame player, and I always joke around with him. They were always double teaming me, so you got the single blocks and got the stats. Because he played for football people, he played the 3 technique, so he got those single blocks a lot, but he deserved it. He was a great athlete. So freshman year went well. How'd the team do your freshman year? I think we were either 6-4 or 5-5. We were really, really good, and then went up to Baldwin Wallace, which is in Cleveland, and went into overtime with them. And our starting quarterback, who was an absolute stud from Elder, got a concussion in overtime, and we lost him for the season. And struggled kind of offensively the rest of the year that year. Gotcha. So going into your sophomore year? Sophomore year, probably for me as an athlete, and this is more than anybody wants to know, I guess, talk about Mark Lane here. But hey, that's why we're here. Yeah, sure. I probably developed more in that offseason more than I ever did in my athletic career. So you took a big leap from your freshman year to sophomore year? Yeah, big time. And my sophomore year was probably my best year of football, I'd say. And how did the team do that year? To be honest with you, I can't even remember what our record was. I think we were maybe 5-5 again, which, doesn't sound like a great record, but if you know anything about the OAC, it's a pretty competitive, brutal conference. So typically national champion was John Carroll, Mount Union, mostly right. Mount Union every year. And then how were your stats that year? I can't remember. I was never much of a stats guy, but I don't know that I played a position that got many stats. So you weren't a leading tackler in any game, or nah. Well, I'm sure there were times. Right. But Tisdale and myself, it was not to brag too much, but people struggle with us inside. Right. We were a force, and we actually had some defensive ends that were really tough too. So
then junior year,
this is crazy, but I can't remember much of my. I was thinking about it before he came up here when he told me what we were going to talk about. I don't remember much. We didn't have a great year. I think we were 3-7 as a team, but again, our inside of our defense was really strong.
And then tell me about, so your senior year, things are rolling along, and what happened?
Yeah, senior year, about 4th game of the year, I shattered my leg. It was called a compound fracture.
So
and
how'd it happen?
I was against Heidelberg. I was running after the ball carrier, and a guy chopped me from behind. And,
so it was a dirty play?
I don't know. I can't really remember if it's dirty play, but it sure hurt. I know that.
Yeah.
So I tried to get up, walk it off like you do all the time, and I kind of hit the ground. And next thing I know, I was at the hospital getting x-rays, and it was the first that next week was the first game I ever missed my whole career of anything.
Ever?
Ever. My senior year of college.
Yeah, that sucks.
So,
but you did manage to come back from a broken leg and still play 2 games?
Yeah, I had an amazing trainer. Her name was Erica Goodwin. I'll try to tell a story real quick. We're running out of time because she deserves the credit. The worst part about the break, it wasn't the bones being broken. It was the swelling that I had from having a sprained ankle along with it. Right. And as soon as she got that swelling out of there, she taped me up and put me in a cast, and we played.
Nice.
And it was awesome. I salvaged 2 games with a broken leg, and we dealt with the injury after the season.
So you got to play in your senior, did you get it playing senior night?
Yep, the last 2 games. I think they were both at home. So
okay.
It was pretty neat. So, you hear people talk about, I wish I could play, another game all the time. It was kind of like I played those last 2, and those were the 2 I thought I was never going to get. So
right.
I don't know that I've ever really had that feeling, I wish I could play again. I think I got my fulfillment.
So you got all you wanted out of college football and got your degree, and then did you stay at Wilmington right after that?
I did. I think I coached there for about 6 years, so started coaching. So. Well, before I get out of here, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the story about Mark Lane.
Yeah, hey, you know what? We're probably going to get our highest rating of the year.
There you go.
There's going to be thousands and thousands of views.
I'm sure. Go Dogs.
All right. Thanks, man. Well, that was AD Mark Lane. Appreciate Mark stopping up and chatting with us and telling us a little Wilmington football. And he is a very humble guy, but he was a heck of an athlete. He was all, went to state in wrestling, was probably the top heavyweight wrestler in the state, won the holiday tournament a couple times, and went to state finals, and all-state football player. And he was an athlete, and then went on to Wilmington and had a heck of a career there. He's underplaying it a lot. He had a good career there, so. And he works his tail off here for the Bulldogs. So, and it's always about the kids with Mark. Always about the kids with Mark. So we appreciate him. All right, here we go. Turnover by the Bulldogs. Cavaliers to set the offense. Burbridge back in the game. And Cavaliers for 3 off the mark. Rebound by Broomball. Jenna. She kicks it up to Burbridge. And Burbridge draws the foul. Almost makes it a 3-point play. And nice job by Jenna to kick it up the floor to find Burbridge, and nice job by Burbridge getting to the hole. So Ava will be shooting 2, and she has a chance to tie it up, and a little off the mark. That's all right. That's what happens when you have to sit for a quarter when you're in foul trouble. Got to get back in the flow. So chance for Ava to tie it up here. And it's good. And we're tied up at 24. Bulldogs in the full court pressure. And Cavaliers reverse the basketball.
Nice.
And O'Leary dribbles through. O'Leary. Mara O'Leary. We got 2 O'Learys out there. O'Leary to O'Leary. O'Leary with the layup. Burbridge pushes in transition. And Cavaliers are in man-to-man. And ISO play for Burbridge. And she shoots it 15-footer, 20-footer, I guess. Robeson for 3. And O'Leary with the rebound. And she pushes in transition. And O'Leary to set the offense. And kicks it out. And Westner's shot gets caught. And that is a jump ball, if you didn't know. If the ball gets caught like that, that's a jump ball situation. And nobody wants to show off their mad hops and get that ball out, so we're going to get a second ball into play. There we go. So it looks like possession arrow is for the Cavaliers. And Geist to inbound to O'Leary. O'Leary on the drive. And off the mark, gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to O'Leary. Geist sets the offense, guarded by Burbridge. And Broomball, Shannon with the steal. A nice tip to Jenna Broomball. And Jenna Broomball off the mark. And Shannon, Robinson with the offensive board and draws the foul. It'll be Bulldog basketball. Burbridge to inbounds. Dogs down 2. And lob to Broomball, out to Robeson. And off the mark. Geist with the rebound. Bulldogs trail by 2. And shots off the mark. Nice box out by Robinson and rebound. And tries to kick it up the floor. And her pass is blocked, and then she commits the foul. See that all the time in basketball. Get a turnover, get frustrated with yourself, and then foul. Okay, 1-2-2 for the Bulldogs. And try to get it inside. Kick it out to O'Leary. Off the mark. Rebound by Fulton. And Fulton kicks it up to Shannon Broomball somehow. Shannon kicks it up. Reverse. Jenna Broomball for the jumper. Off the mark. Robeson for 3. Count it. Step back 3 gives the Bulldogs a 1-point lead, 27-26. And turnover. Geist puts it off her foot. Correction, off a Bulldog foot. Bulldogs in there, full court pressure. Kick it up to O'Leary. O'Leary kicks it over to Geist, and Geist is going to set the offense. Geist for 2. Nice little 10-footer. Inbounds to Burbridge. And Burbridge and pressure there, full court pressure by the Cavaliers. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball. Inbound to Fulton. Fulton to Burbridge. Nice look inside. And basket's good by Shannon Broomball. Her first basket of the night, I believe. Nice pass by Reagan Fulton to get it into her. Toner drives, kicks it out for O'Leary. O'Leary hits the 15-footer. Ball's inbounds to Jenna Broomball. And turnover. And Geist thought about it. Pulls it out, sets the offense. Dogs trail by 1. Ball's inside, off the mark. Robinson with the rebound. And Burbridge pushing transition. And here we go. Burbridge for 3, off the mark. And rebound by Geist. And she's going to set the offense. Toner gets it inside. Short. Rebound Fulton. And turnover. And goes back to the Cavs. And kick it up. Nice reversal. Get the ball inside. Shot is blocked by Shannon Broomball. O'Leary pulls it back, pulls it out. O'Leary to O'Leary. Geis. O'Leary, a little weave here by the Cavs. A dish and cut. They're going to pass and cut. And Shannon Broomball with the steal. Kicks it out to Fulton, who kicks it up to Robeson. And Burbridge to set the offense. And double dribble. She wanted to pull up for the shot and then decided not to, and unfortunately double dribbled. We got 2:08 to go in the third quarter. And it is 30-29. Cavaliers. O'Leary with the drive and the dish and the bucket by Plattfoot. And Jenna Broomball to bring that up. And we got an offensive foul. Offensive foul on the Cavaliers will be Bulldog basketball. Robeson to inbound. Annie Smith in the game for the Bulldogs. Burbridge out to Robeson for three. And foul called on the shot. Foul called on O'Leary. So Robeson will be shooting 3 free throws. And her first one is good. And good. And she has a chance to tie the game here for the Bulldogs. 1:39 to go. And does it. Nice job by the junior. Kirsten Robinson. Bulldogs in the full court pressure. And he tries to get the steal. And they called a foul on Burbridge. There were 3 girls there, and they called it on Burbridge. And that's her 4th. I'm not sure the foul was on her, but that's who got it. Who had it called on. 1:26. Tie ball game. Cavaliers with the ball. And Geis sets the offense. Plattfoot. Ooh, Toner almost traveled. Westner. And in and out. Nice rebound by Quisenberry. Had the bigger Toner on her, and she still jumped up and grabbed it. And pulled that rebound. Big rebound for the Bulldogs. Chance to take the lead here. 50 seconds. Broomball out top. Little weave. Robeson for 3. Off the mark. Quisenberry. Almost got it. 39.6. All tied up here. Quisenberry doing a good job putting pressure on him. And we have loose ball. And somehow they got a timeout with not having the ball. Looked like a jump ball, and he gave the Cavaliers the timeout. So with 27.8 in the third, after some Robinson free throws, we are all tied up here. And Coach Roos going to set her defense here. We'll see what the Cavaliers got planned. Both teams now have 4 timeouts remaining. And Geist to inbound. To Flatfoot. And foul on Quisenberry.
Number 22, Morgan Quisenberry. That's her first, the team's third.
Inbounds. And setting the offense from 15. Offensive rebound, O'Leary. She has a lot of rebounds tonight. And another jumper, short. Offensive rebound by Toner. I believe the foul is going to be on Quisenberry. That was Wessner with the shot, and then Toner got the offensive rebound and drew the foul. And correction, fouls on Annie Smith. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter, and that gives the Cavaliers a 1-point lead. And second one is off the mark, and O'Leary gets the rebound and throws it up, and no good. So at the end of 3, it is Cavaliers 33, Bulldogs 32. We're even on fouls, we're even on timeouts. The only bad thing for the Bulldogs is you got Berberich sitting over there with 4 fouls, and you got to decide when you're going to put her back in, and you got to worry about her, of course, getting her 5th. So hopefully she can not pick up that 5th, because things run smoother with her in there. She can take care of the point guard duties, take care of the basketball, and get the Bulldogs into their offense and get them. She runs the point of that press. So Cavaliers started out in a zone tonight and then switched to man-to-man and put a little more pressure on the Bulldogs and kind of took us out of our rhythm. Possession arrow is for the Bulldogs. So Milton will get the ball out of the timeout. Yeah, I'm sure Coach Roos is going to have to make that decision on when it's going to be time to put Berberich back in the game. So here we go. We're going to start the fourth quarter. Dogs down 1. Reagan Fulton, sophomore, to inbounds. And she gets into Quisenberry. And Robeson's going to take some point guard duties. And nice screen by Fulton there. Try to get Robeson off a screen for a 3 there, and didn't quite get it, but she did a nice drive to the basket, drew the foul. So Robeson will be shooting 2. And the first one is good. Second one is good. So the junior gives the Bulldogs a 1-point lead. O'Leary dribbles through the pressure. And outside shot Off the mark by O'Leary. Rebound Fulton, kicks it out to Robinson. She kicks it up to Broomball. And Jenna gets to the basket and off the mark, gets her own rebound. And finds Shannon Broomball, who kicks it out. Robeson wanted to shoot a three. Pulls it out to reset the offense. Robeson for three. Banks are open. It's 8:47, but the banks are still open. Gives the Bulldogs a 4-point lead. And nice job by the Cavaliers breaking the pressure. Layup by Toner. Nice pass by O'Leary. And foul on Plattfoot on Robeson on the drive. And here we go. And Colleen O'Leary, senior, back in the ball game, replacing the freshman. And Q gets open. And foul on Colleen O'Leary, excuse me, who just entered the ball game. And that is the 7th. So Quisenberry will be at the line shooting 1 in the bonus. Bulldogs with a 2-point lead. And the free throw is good by the sophomore. And Quisenberry to shoot the second. And in and out. Rebound by Westner. And Cavaliers set the offense. Bulldogs lead by 3. Loose ball, nice tip by Quisenberry. Offensive or loose ball gathered by Shannon Broomball. Kicked up to Jenna Broomball, out of bounds. Bulldog basketball. And Jenna Broomball up top. And called for the reach. And I'll put Jenna Broomball, the freshman, at the line shooting 1 and the bonus. And that's her second. And free throw is good. And got Annie Smith returning for the Bulldogs. In for a Q, Morgan Quisenberry. Good minutes by Quisenberry for the Bulldogs. And Jenna to shoot her second. And it's off the mark. Rebound Westner. Geist to bring it up. Kicks it out to O'Leary. O'Leary with the drive. Off the mark. And off of O'Leary. It'll be Bulldog basketball. And now the Cavaliers are going to pick up the pressure. Get it into Jenna Broomball. She's going to push and transition. Reagan Fulton from 15. Off the mark, but gathered up by Annie Smith. Back out to Robeson. And Jenna to set the offense. Nope, look high-low. She had the high-low, didn't see it. And turnover. And layup is good on Geis after the steal. Annie Smith to bring it up for the Bulldogs. And turnover on the Bulldogs. And looks like we're going to have Burbridge back in the game.
Checking back into the game for Lady Bulldogs, number 12, Ava Burbridge.
And Burbridge comes in for Shannon Broomball. And Ava's got to be careful. She's got 4. And nice job. And the foul and the basket. That was Toner with the basket. Foul on Fulton.
Count the basket by Lehman's Heidi Toner. She's in the line with a free throw.
And Toner can give the Cavs a 1-point lead, and she does. It is 40-39 with 4:50 to go. Burbridge bringing it up in transition. Setting the offense. And Burbridge thought about the drive. Out of bounds for the Bulldogs. Robinson to inbound. Into Jenna Broomball. Setting the offense.
Yes!
And Jenna Broomball loses the handle, gets it back. Gets to the paint.
Yes!
Stolen by Toner.
Go, look ahead!
And Toner goes coast to coast for the layup to give the Cavaliers a 3-point lead. And 3:45 to go in the fourth. And they're resetting the offense.
Good defense! Good work! Good work!
And Bulldogs call a timeout. Struggling a little bit there on offense. So Coach Roos calling a timeout. Wow, and the Bulldogs come back. Locked down some defense in the fourth quarter and scored some points. So the final score from Bethel, it's the Bulldogs 70 and the Bees 58. The Dogs were down 3 going into the fourth quarter, and they scored 28 points in the fourth quarter. 28 points for the Bulldogs in the fourth quarter, and held the Bees to 13. So great fourth quarter by Coach Brenner and the Bulldogs to get the league win on the road. And it looks like Broomball had a mere 33 points tonight. Broomball went for 33. And looks like Yates went for 16. And I don't have Cooper Brown, but I know he had 9 at half, so Cooper had to have some more points too. But you got Yates with 16 and Broomball with 33. And a huge fourth quarter by the Bulldogs to get the victory. That's a big win. That's a good win for the Dogs. Now the Lady Dogs need to make it happen here. Ball inbounds to Annie Smith. Robinson with the ball.
There you go.
Get the ball to Burbridge on the wing. And we got an offensive foul on Lehman on Wessner. And Jenna Broomball will be at the line shooting 1 in the bonus. The Dogs are now on the 2-shot bonus.
Get this rebound.
And short. Annie Smith with the offensive, or with the steal, I should say. Burbridge for 3. Off the mark, Jenna Broomball got the loose ball, but was stepped out of bounds.
Checking back in for Lady Bulldogs, number 20, Shannon Broomball.
So Shannon Broomball back in for Annie Smith. So 3 minutes to go, Dogs down 3. And Cavaliers with the ball. Platfoot. Westner. Toner up top. Platfoot. To O'Leary. A little weave here by the Cavaliers. Trying to run some clock. And being patient. And Bulldogs are going to have to do something to turn up the pressure. They're going to have to get the ball back. And Cavaliers call timeout. That's probably good for Coach Roos. And the Bulldogs have 3 timeouts remaining. And I believe, yes, and the Cavaliers also have 3 timeouts remaining. So Bulldogs going to have to do something to turn up the pressure. We'll see what the Cavaliers, if they're going to try to run some more clock and be patient. They can be with a 3-point lead. But you don't want to get stale standing out too far from the basket and not attacking, at least not thought of attacking a little bit. So it will be Cavalier basketball. Let's see what the Bulldogs come out in here. Man, looks like the Bulldogs are going to come out in man-to-man and not let them weave. And Annie almost got a, and we've got a foul on Broomball. So 2:02 to go. And Fulton with the foul. And that will bring O'Leary to the line. And the first one is good. And O'Leary to shoot her second. And off the mark. And we got a jump ball. And possession arrow is for the Cavaliers.
Jump ball situation. The ball stayed at this end. Checking back in for the Lady Bulldogs, number 20, Taylor Burbridge.
And all right. And Toner taking it up top. Fulton almost gets a steal. And Bulldogs trying to get a steal. And foul on Jenna Broomball. And that's her third.
That's her third. Team's 8.
And now we have Westner, junior, at the line shooting one of the bonus. And looks like they got some blood. And looks like she's got some blood, so we have Colleen O'Leary, the senior, to come in and shoot the free throws for her. And the first one is short. Rebound, Shannon Broomball. Kicks it up. to Fulton to Jennerbroom ball. Burbridge for 3, off the mark, and rebound by O'Leary, and foul by Shannon Broomball. And looks like we're going to have Mara O'Leary, sophomore, at the line. And she leads all scorers with 21 tonight. She has 21 of their 43. And Westner back into the game. And O'Leary will be shooting one of the bonus. And the first one is good. And gives the Cavaliers a 5-point lead. Both teams are in the 2-shot bonus now. So next time there's a foul, we're shooting 2 free throws. Second free throw is off the mark. And rebound is Shannon Broomball to Fulton to Jenna Broomball. Burbridge for 3. And hit the support up top. 5-point game. 1:11 to go. Annie coming in for defense for Ava. Don't want Ava to pick up that 5th foul because you need to foul here. Try to get a steal, try to make something happen. And get it in to Toner, who's driving the basket and finds O'Leary, and O'Leary draws the foul on the jumper.
Come on, Lehman.
And the foul call is on Fulton. That's her 4th. And while Burbert's coming back in the game, and O'Leary is short on the first one. Again, O'Leary has 22 on the night. Burbridge comes back in for Annie. A little offense defense. Dogs down 5. O'Leary to make it 6, and she does. Fulton to inbound to Robinson, and Robinson drives to the basket. 1 out of 3. And 50 seconds. And Bulldogs got to try to get a shot or get to the basket. Got to do something. Too much time coming off the clock. And Burbridge for 3. Off the mark.
Good job.
33 seconds to go. Dogs down 6. We're going to do offense defense again. Annie's going to come in for Ava. And Bulldogs need a turnover here. They need steal and a 3. And O'Leary goes in to shoot a layup, misses it, gets her own rebound, and to travel. And we got a Bulldog timeout. So 25.9 to go. Dogs down 6. And it will be Bulldog basketball, trailing by 6. We're going to get Burbridge back into the game. And see what Coach Roos has drawn up. She still has 2 timeouts left, so she has time for a score and a timeout. And as I mentioned, the boys won tonight, had a huge 4th quarter, and Blake Broomball had 33. Larry Bird had Larry Bird for the night. So obviously a great night for him. Good night, looks like, for Connor Yates. And I'm sure Cooper Brown. So we'll see what Coach Roos comes up with. Looks like the Cavaliers are going to come out in some token full court pressure. Just want to make, if you're the Cavaliers, you want to make the Dogs work to get the ball up the floor. So they have to take as much time as possible to get up the floor. And Robinson will inbound. And deflection. It'll still be Bulldog basketball. And they get the ball into Jenna. To Berberich, 20 seconds. Dogs need to score and a timeout. And out of bounds, blocked. Robinson's drive is blocked. Ball into Fulton. Dogs need to score quick. And Robinson blocked out of bounds again. 7 seconds. Dogs down 6. Nice cut by Ava. And layup. And it's not going to be enough. They draw the foul. 1.3 to go. Dogs down 4. And we're going to have Plattfoot at the line, shooting 2. And let's get an update from one Mr. Joe Blackburn. The 7th grade girls beat Sidney Lehman today 27-20. So Lady Dog 7th graders with the win today. Second free throw is off the mark, and rebound Fulton, and ball game. And the final score is Milton-Union 41, Lehman Cavaliers 45. Dogs lose by 4. Jumped out to a great start, and then got out of the flow a little bit, and then it was sort of back and forth, and the Cavaliers hit a couple shots there in the fourth quarter. We took the lead for a short period there in the fourth quarter, and then kind of went back and forth, and the Cavaliers got it back and knocked down some free throws and ran some time off the clock, and that spelled trouble for the Bulldogs. Like I said, jumped out to a good lead in the first quarter, and struggled offensively a little bit after that, and they weren't getting the turnovers. You know, they got that lead in the first quarter because they were getting the turnovers off of their pressure, and then that kind of dried up a little bit, and the Cavaliers did a nice job of breaking the press. And then once they went from their half-court zone to their man-to-man and put heavy pressure on us, it just took us out of our rhythm a little bit, took us out of our flow. We struggled a little bit after that, but a tight ball game all the way through. I think we were tied or down 1 going into the fourth quarter. So tough loss for the Bulldogs after winning, winning 3 in a row and 4 or 5, and pushing their record to 5-3. That drops the Bulldogs to 5-4 and 3-3 in conference. And I'm waiting to get some stats from Doc Ginn on the boys game, on the boys side of things. From Doc Ginn here, Cooper Brown and Connor Yates both had double-doubles. So double-figure points, double-figure rebounds. And, of course, Blake Broomball had 33 points. So that's, like I said, that's a good win on the road against a solid Bethel team, and trailing going into the fourth, and have a convincing win. If I would venture to guess, just looking at the final score and winning by as many as we did, I got a feeling they were fouling, and we were obviously hitting our free throws. We were down 3 going into the fourth and ended up winning by 12. There was probably some fouling at the end, and we hit our free throws, and that, I'm sure that's the margin. The game was probably closer than that. So, but back to the girls' game. Like I said, got off to a good lead. The pressure was working, scoring versus the zone, and then Berberich got into foul trouble, and they went to their man-to-man and just kind of picked us up full court man and put a little more pressure on it, made it a little more difficult for us, and kind of took us out of our rhythm. And they did a nice job of breaking our pressure. Which we weren't getting as many steals after the first quarter. So, again, tight ball game. Kind of came down to the end, and they hit a couple shots there at the end, breaking our pressure, and then we struggled to score. So we're going to hang on just for a couple minutes. I'm not positive Coach Roos is going to want to come up here. She might. We'll give her. We're going to give her a couple more minutes. You can listen to me ramble, and I'm going to see if I can get some stats from Doc Ginn on the game to give you some hard numbers from the boys. I just got a message out to the good doctor. Let's see if he can send me something. He sent me the halftime stats. Sure he can, of course, if he gave the stats to Coach Berner, I may not see him. So we'll see if he sends me something. We'll see if Coach Roos sends something. As always, we don't say it enough. Huge shout out to WMPA TV, Tom and Robert up here, getting everything set up for us and running the camera and setting up the link and running the computer and running score and all the great stats and everything that you have, top quality stuff. As I said earlier in the broadcast, we will be back here January 3rd, which is a Monday. It's the first Monday back to school. So we'll be here for the boys game. That'll be versus Valley View, which is always a tough game with the Spartans. So we'll be back here definitely on the 5th. And here's Doc with some more stats for me from the boys game, that is. Broomball 33 points, 8 boards. And Yates had 12 points, 10 rebounds. Cooper Brown, 13 points, 12 rebounds. He was a beast on the boards tonight. That's 2 guys with double-doubles and a guy with 33. So congrats to Coach Berner. Congrats to the guys team on a good victory tonight. That'll bode well for them going into the holiday tournament. Another text here from Doc Ginn. Yeah, scored 28 points in the 4th quarter, which I think I had mentioned that before. Doc probably doesn't realize that I can do math. But yeah, 28 points in the 4th quarter for the Bulldogs. That's a pretty good offensive quarter. You score 28 points in a quarter. So, all right. We're going to give Coach Roos about 30 more seconds. I got a feeling she's not going to. And yeah, that's right. Doc just sent me a text. I forgot. There's some sickness going through the boys team right now. They only had 6 varsity guys on the bench tonight because of some illness. They were missing a couple varsity guys because of illness. So only 6 real varsity players. They were missing 2 other guys from sickness. So all right. Well, I don't think Coach Roos is coming. So, as I said before, happy Solstice Day to everybody. Winter solstice, first day of winter. Hopefully everybody has a great Christmas, great holiday. Remember, the boys and girls teams are both the 28th and the 29th will be at the Dixie Holiday Tournament. So you can check out the Milton-Union website for any information you want about the tournament, but both varsities and JVs will be playing at the Dixie tournament. I think they both open up with, well, I think the girls open up with Oakwood. I'm not sure with the boys. But so they got the Dixie tournament, and then we'll be back here with Robert and Tom and WMPA. We'll be back here on January 5th, or excuse me, 3rd. Like I said, January 3rd, Monday, January 3rd. Thank you, Robert. Monday, January 3rd for the boys game versus Valley View. And if no one has said this to you yet this year, I'll see you next year. I will talk to you guys next year. We'll be here on the 3rd. I hope everybody has a happy Christmas, a safe New Year's, a great holiday, and we'll see everybody on Monday, January 3rd.